the answer. And governments also need to become model users of Canadian products and services. And so the new small and medium-sized enterprise innovation commercialization program that was announced in the budget will allow federal departments to demonstrate the value of Canadian products, giving them a presence and credibility in the global marketplace. Quelques d'autres initiatives sont nécessaires. Quelles d'autres mesures les gouvernements pourraient-ils prendre pour éliminer les obstacles à la croissance de ce secteur? Et plus encore, que doit faire le secteur de TIC pour prendre son essor et devenir un chef de file mondial? Évidemment, l'un des principaux enjeux qui est en fait un problème persistant est l'accès au capital de risque, l'élément vital de l'innovation, et comment faire du Canada l'endroit par excellence de financement par capital de risque et des investissements destinés à des mandats mondiaux de recherche et développement. As you know, maybe in Budget 2010, our government is proposing to narrow the definition of taxable Canadian property, which will eliminate the need for tax reporting under what is called Section 116 of the Income Tax Act for many investments. This may sound like a technical point, but one that Terry Matthews has said, quote, will make Canadian companies more attractive to foreign investors overnight. And I heard it a lot from tech firms in this country, and I heard it a lot from people who wanted to invest in our tech firms in situ, in place in Canada, that they wanted the ability to do that, but were unable to do that because of this impediment that we are now eliminating. But what other measures are required to make sure that we are well capitalized? What do we need to do better? What do we need to do differently? And so our consultations will focus on all of these issues that I've just mentioned, all of these questions that I've just posed. But it will also focus on something most or all of you know something about: digital content. The Council of Canadian Academies has highlighted new media as having the highest potential for growth in Canada next to the oil sands. Worldwide, the digital media sector is expected to grow to $2.2 trillion over the next 5 years. So how do we drive digital media, digitization, and broadcasting so that Canadians create content for the world and jobs here at home by that same token? And how do we ensure that Canadians acquire specialized skills and literacy that they'll need to participate and compete in an increasingly complex work environment? So these are all important issues for the consultation. Critical components that we need to decide before we proceed. And they'll be building on our actions on copyright, on privacy, and on spectrum, and all the other issues that we're driving forward. So as I close, let me state something that I hope that you have garnered from my own remarks. My own unwavering belief that Canada can and should be a leader in the digital economy, the global digital economy. Nothing prevents us from being the best place in the world in which to invest, to grow a digital business or create digital content for the world. And so now is the time for all sectors, private, public, academic, to step up, to contribute our ideas, and then, when the digital strategy is in place, implement the game plan. That is what we intend to do. And so I encourage all of you to participate. For those of you here today, we have copies of the consultation document for you to take with you. And for those watching via live stream video online, this information is only a click away at digitaleconomy.gc.ca. I encourage you to read it and respond to it, because we have to get this right. Let's get this right, and let's together regain our leadership in the global digital economy. Thank you. Merci.